Hi, everyone. This is Christina Pierre, principal at Sunrise Park Middle School. I'm going to record this presentation. I know that a lot of people had some trouble accessing our live meeting last night, and so I apologize for those technical difficulties. So here we are. Welcome to Sunrise. You might be wondering why I have all these cute pictures of kids without masks. All these pictures are a year old, so these were taken before the whole pandemic hit. So what am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about Sunrise. I'll introduce the school to you. I'll talk about a typical day. What are the courses that your child will take? And what are some things that are coming up next? After the meeting, we had some Q&A sessions, but this is a recording, so we won't have those options right now. Everyone belongs at Sunrise Park. We have a wonderfully diverse student body at Sunrise, and we really embrace that. We are proud of our students. We know that our students are just figuring out who they are and what they like and what they're good at in middle school, and we just think it's a wonderful time to get to know your child. We provide teams for your students. That's a smaller learning community, so your child will tend to take the same core classes with the same group of students. And we also have an advisory where we teach social and emotional skills. Those advisories meet every day throughout the school year. We have rigorous courses for all students at Sunrise. Every 6th and 7th grader takes an additional literacy course on top of the language arts course that they have every day all year. The literacy course is every other day all year. Students can choose more challenging courses in math every year, and then also in social studies in 7th and 8th grade. And world language is offered for all 8th grade students. They can choose that, and then that class comes with high school credit. We have a strong math program at Sunrise, and don't get overwhelmed by this grid. What I want you to focus on is the 6th grade row at the very top. Notice those are the 3 classes that you can choose for math. Math 6, Enriched Math 6, and Algebra 6. And then at the bottom, I want to point out that, see, all of those tracks, whatever course sequence you choose, you can end up with calculus in your 12th grade year. And so whatever 6th grade math you choose, you can end up in really rigorous courses in high school. I just really want you to focus on choosing the right class for your child at this point. And we'll talk more about that later. We have AVID at Sunrise. AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. AVID is an elective course that your child can choose. It's really geared for students in the middle. So it's not for the top students. It's not for students who really struggle and needed a lot of additional support. It's for that typical kid in the middle who has the motivation to work hard and challenge themselves to the next level. And so AVID provides them with support in order to do that. And these, again, these are students in the middle who want to prepare to go to college after high school. We have outstanding teachers at Sunrise. Our teachers are recognized both at the national and state levels. Again, we just provide a very rigorous curriculum. We hold our students and ourselves to very high standards at Sunrise. We are committed to service. We have a lot of different groups that students can join that really help students to give back to their community, both within the school and outside of the school. Our parents are really engaged and involved. In middle school, you know, your child is getting older and more independent. And at the same time, we realize that we really need each other. And so we are both better at what we do, parents and school, when we work together. And so we really value partnering with parents, and we are so appreciative that our parents are so involved at Sunrise. We also emphasize planning for their future. We know your child probably doesn't know what they want to be when they grow up yet, and college seems an awful long ways away, and so do careers, but starting to think about and understand what those options are, that really does start in middle school. And so our counselors offer a lot of different college field trips, career planning opportunities, and a lot of different speakers who come in and talk about their careers. I talked a little bit about social emotional support already, but these are just a few more of the things that we do to really support our students. In the spring, our counselors will be visiting fifth grade classrooms along with our web leaders. Our web leaders are eighth grade students who are part of our web group. And then we'll also have a really fun web day for students in August where sixth graders get to come to school before school starts and really have a fun activity day, get to know each other, get comfortable in the school. Students, all of our counselors slash social workers meet with every single student every year to check in with them, and some students meet with them more frequently. And then we do have that advisory curriculum where students continue to build relationships and develop social skills. We have intervention programming, extra help for students who are behind grade level. This might look like having an additional support class. It might be having some small group and individual pullout time. And it's really about building your child's skills and their confidence. We have a robust special education program. And so whatever your students' needs might be, from autism, DCD to behavioral support, we definitely have all those opportunities at Sunrise. Lots of opportunities to get connected outside the school day, lots of different clubs. We know students who feel connected to school do better in school. And so we really encourage middle school students to find a group to dabble and try different things out and figure out what they like. So these are different clubs. We also have, if you're more into the active sports, and middle school kids have a lot of energy, I encourage all of them to try a sport and see how they like it. Here's what a typical day looks like. School starts about 8. Students have 6 classes that are 55 minutes each. They also have advisory and lunch in the middle of the day. School ends about 3:01, and then the buses leave. After school activities take place from 3:15 to 4:45, and then we have an activity bus that brings students. It doesn't bring them to their regular stops. It brings them close to their elementary schools, though, so they might have to walk a little further, but the activity bus is still a nice option for kids who want to stay after school. So what will your students' classes look like? Every day all year, they will have math, science, language arts, and Minnesota history. And then alternating days, they'll have Phi Ed, music, and literacy. And then alternating days for part of the year will be art and then design and modeling. Design and modeling is a pre-engineering class, and so students get to design things on the computer, and then they also get to build them with their hands. What I'm really proud of about our 6th grade curriculum is that we have a good balance between providing a really strong foundation in those basic skills that we know students are going to need in high school and beyond, and also providing students with a nice variety of classes to dabble in and to really find their passion and learn more about themselves. All right, let's talk a little bit more about math choices. You have 3 math classes to choose from. Math 6 is the most common class. Most students will take Math 6. That aligns to the 6th grade math standards. If you want a little bit more challenge, there's Advanced Math 6. It covers a lot of Math 6 and plus some Math 7 units. It does move at a faster pace, and it prepares students for algebra in 7th grade. And then finally, there's Algebra 6 for students who have really strong math skills and are willing to work hard and be very diligent about their math homework every night. I want to remind you that every math class can lead to calculus in high school. And so it's really about choosing the right class for your child's skills and motivations right now. Don't worry that they're going to miss out on an opportunity in high school because you choose the wrong class. Let's just choose the class that's right for your child. Don't let your child choose a class that's too easy or too hard. Don't let them just choose a class because their friends are taking it. We're happy to work with you to figure out what's the right class for your child. And also, I want you to really keep an open mind and be flexible. Help your child to be flexible with the idea that, if the class that you chose just doesn't work out in the fall, we may need to make a class change, and that can be for the best too. We don't want your child to be in a place where they're not happy and things aren't going well. All right, your other choice is music. So you can choose from 3 different performance classes, band, choir, and orchestra. Even if your child didn't sign up for orchestra in 5th grade, they can sign up for it in 6th grade. We also have music enrichment, which is not a performance class. It's just an introduction to music and to instruments. What happens next? Students are choosing their 6th grade classes right now in January. And then in April and May, our counselors and our web leaders will visit 5th grade classrooms. And that's just a time for our 5th graders to start getting excited and getting more comfortable with the idea of coming to middle school. And then in August, hopefully we'll have our web orientation day and our open house. And usually that's an in-person event. I don't know what it's going to look like in August, but we'll just roll with it, and I'll be in touch with you about what that's going to look like. All right, you can find course registration information on the Sunrise website. If you go to the Sunrise website and then choose students, you'll see the option of 2021-22 course registration. So that's how you get to our registration information. And we've already had the Q&A session. Since this is a recording, that's not relevant. So thank you so much for listening to my presentation. Please don't hesitate to call or email us at Sunrise. We're happy to work with you and answer any questions that you have. We're really excited to meet your students and to bring them into middle school. Have a great day.